What up, people? Please give this video a like if you like the video. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking on the icon in the bottom right hand corner of this video, and then make sure that you turn your push notifications on so you can receive updates every time we post a video here on the Vaniverse Gaming channel. Okay, people, welcome to another video on Conan Exiles. In today's video, I'm actually going to show you how you complete the journey step in, I believe, chapter 9, called equip or find a legendary weapon. So in order to get a legendary weapon, you have to kill a world boss, is pretty much how you're going to do it. And in order to do that solo, it's going to be very difficult. The world bosses have a lot of hit points, and so there's a little method that you can use to kill them, and it's pretty much not a lot of work on your end. They have nerfed this method from before. It used to be extremely easy, like you could kill a world boss in like several minutes by doing this method, but since they've nerfed it, it takes a little bit longer, and that's why we actually are building a little bit of a base, and I kind of want to show you how this works. Now, I am building a base right here by the alligator. That's the croc boss that I'm currently using, and so you can see right here is where we are, and he spawns in this area. There's a rhino over here, but I prefer using this base for a croc, but I believe down in this water area right here, or come to think of it, I think it's like right here, like right in this area, there's another croc, and then over here I know of a croc, but there's several of these world bosses, crocodiles, and you can see them kind of chilling down there, and that's who we're going to kill to get this legendary chest. Now, I can tell you that you can build this room at level 17, but you can't actually open the chest until you're level 60. So if you like know somebody who's level 60 and you kill the legendary boss and you get the skeleton key, then you can actually give it to them to open for you and then give you the legendary item if you trust them to do that for yourself. Or if somebody else is already level 60, they can just give you a legendary item and you'll get the achievement. But I wanted to show you how you can actually do this solo. So you can see this is my little base here. It's not too complicated. We basically have a set of foundations that's extremely flat, and the goal is to get the alligator to get into this little spot here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lay palisades, which are going to do damage to the alligator, and in order to make those, you have to be level 17. So under feats, you go right here, and you see these palisades right here, and you need a furniture maker artisan work table to do it. And then you can see, here you go. So it takes 20 sticks to make one spike and 5 spikes to make one set of palisade. So basically for every 100 branches, you're going to make a palisade. Now, a couple tips here is when you build this base and you do this, do it during off-peak hours. So not during raid time, not during NPC damage time like the purge on official servers, because the croc boss will destroy your palisades and even your base. Because if it can do damage to it. So just make sure that you're doing this when damage to buildings are turned off, and you can find that on the server settings of most of the server settings will be right here. And if you go right to the general, you'll have this time restricted PvP damage, can damage player owned structures, and so you can kind of see. And then if you look at the purge, you'll see under the purge there's also times on when purge can do damage as well. So just keep an eye on that. We definitely don't want to do damage. And then basically, once we create the palisades, we're going to create kind of like a tunnel through here of palisades. And the only one that should be able to get through this is going to be you. And so you should be able to run through these. You might take some damage from the spikes, but it's not going to hurt you too much. Where the real damage comes from is actually just being on the spike consistently, and that's the goal. We want to get the alligator to be completely, or crocodile, what you want to call it, to be completely on the spike so that it just sits there and takes the damage and can't really get away from it. That's kind of the goal here. So there we go. And this one's usually kind of wonky trying to get this thing on. So we're just going to leave it out for now. So I can run through this. You might take some damage, but the reason we have it this way is so we can jump up here. We have a door to exit, and then we have a nice little path to get the alligator to jump through the croc. if you put these too close together, he won't go through them. So there's a happy medium between too far and too close. You just got to test to see what works best for you. Another thing I will mention is don't put the croc base down near the water. He seems to glitch a little bit when he gets near the water. So here we are. We're ready to go. I got my bow, just a regular hunting bow. I got some bow and arrows. We just want to get his aggro and get him to come fight us. I will mention that he will one-shot you depending on what level you are and what gear you have, so just keep that in mind. And let's see if our palisades are good to go. Another thing that I will mention is that I have a wall on my bar right now, so I want to wall him in. So I want to make sure that I have a wall here, because as soon as he gets in here, I want to get him stuck and not let him escape. So I'm actually going to wall him in. So he should come the whole way. He might get stuck. If he does, just give him a couple shots. Make sure he's going to follow you. And then just try not to get hit from him. Once you get his aggro, put your bow away. Run in here. Hopefully, if it goes the way you want, he will come in as well. Okay. You can see him taking damage. He's right here. We just want to shoot him again. Let me just make sure that my admin panel, yeah, it's off. So if he's not coming in, that could be because he can't, and that you have the palisades too far apart. So that could be the issue. But no, we got him. Nope, not yet. Hold on. You want to get him to come through here, and you want to get him to get stuck. So this is the hard part, and it looks like the palisades might be too far because he's getting bored and he's not coming at us. Okay. Alright, so now we got him in here. So let's see if he's going to make it the whole way. It looks like he's getting stuck, so we may have to modify the palisades a little bit because he's not getting all the way in the base. And that could be the problem. So what you can do is, depending if there's damage, you can actually remove and pick up the palisade if there's no damage and relocate it. So in this case, let's like move this palisade right here. And what's going on here? Oh boy. Yeah, so we'll pick it up, and now we should be able to shoot him, and he should come in because now he can get through the door. So just make sure you know if he can get through or not, and that's kind of the goal. Once he's through, then you're going to go and you're going to wall him in. And once you have him walled in, now the goal is to get him to get stuck on one of these palisades so that he starts taking consistent damage. So because I had to remove that palisade, it might be hard to get this to happen, but once he gets kind of stuck and in his spot and he stops moving, you can basically, you're good to go from there. But you gotta kind of see where he ends up. So like right here, he's not taking any damage. You can see that he is currently not lighting up, which means he's not currently taking any damage. So you got to keep shooting him and resituating him so he gets stuck on one, and then he actually takes damage from it. So we'll put that down again. And now he's kind of stuck in here, okay? So once you get him to like stay consistently stuck and take consistent damage, then you just basically leave the base and you just let him continue to take that damage. So like you want to get him to lunge at you because then he gets kind of stuck on one of these things. So now if you want, you can actually probably just break this. Okay, now he's pretty much stuck. And then put the wall back. Okay, so now you can see, oh man, he moved. There he goes. Okay, so now you can see that he is not aggroing me at all. He's just standing there, but he's standing on a spike. And so because he's not moving and he's standing still on the spike, he's taking bleed damage. So you can see the bleed damage is doing damage to him, but it's extremely slow. But because I have him encased into this little hut here, And because it's not during raid time or it's not during PvP damage time, nobody can destroy this. He's just going to sit in there and he's just going to bleed till he dies. And so it definitely takes a lot longer than it used to. But this is a really good method to lock him in, get him to take damage, and then go about your business. And then when he dies, you can just come and loot his body. So you can see his health is going down. You can see it. It's very slow. So this could take 40 minutes. This could take an hour. This could take 30 minutes. It just depends on the server and the damage and all that. But even so, there's nothing you have to do. You just kind of set it and forget it. And so once he dies, you will harvest him. And then once you harvest him, you will get a skeleton key. And the skeleton key can open any legendary chest. It doesn't have to be the chest of the legendary boss you killed. So say you kill this boss, but the chest isn't here for some reason. Here it is right here. So say the chest isn't here for some reason, then you can go to a different legendary and open it. You just need a skeleton key. And the skeleton key is transferable, so you can give it to somebody who is 60 if you're not, to open up the chest and do it. So like right now, if I admin panel and put in a skeleton key, because I'm not going to wait the entire time for that boy to die, then if I have it on my person, like here, I'll come up and I'll click it, and it will allow me to loot the... Basically, you can see it's a legendary weapon, and it fires arrows which always break, blah, blah, blah. And here you go. So as soon as you do that, you will actually get the journey step in chapter 9, I believe it is, which says to... Where is it? Maintain no return, change black ice, defeat the Bear King, visit the quicken epic armor. Okay, right there. Chapter 10, find a legendary weapon. So that's how you can get the achievement solo. And you do have to be level 60 to actually loot the chests, but if you can get a friend to do it for you, you can actually get the achievement as early as level 17, because really you only need to be level 17 to make the palisades. So hit 17, make the palisades, build your little base, get your skeleton key, and then ask some nice level 60 to open it for you so that you can get the achievement for the legendary. So I hope this guide was helpful. I just wanted to kind of show you how this whole thing worked. A lot of people have made guides on this, but it was well before they A, increased the damage of the legendary monsters, world bosses, and B, they reduced the damage that actual palisades do. So you can see that his health is going down. It's been a while, but this takes some time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a quick one. I'm going to try and get other videos out, but with some of the changes that the updates have done, it's made it difficult to get my journey guide out, but I also will be doing some streaming here soon as well, so stay tuned for that. Go to the community page and just vote on which day and time you think works best for y'all so y'all can watch the live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Vaniverse and the Vaniverse Gaming Channel. Cheers and peace out.